everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be hatching over 30 endangered eggs here at the Adopt Me admin abuse event. So first I'm purchasing 35 eggs. These were quite expensive, but I did save up for quite a while to be able to purchase these. I ended up using a lot of my money, $26,250. So although it is a bit sad to see all of that money go, I'm hopeful that I'll get at least one legendary from the new egg. So I've got my first egg here, and I will be back when it is ready to be hatched. Adopt Me did give us these experience hearts, which help us level up our pets faster. So these hearts helped me to hatch my first egg, and I got a Kakapo. I was really excited about that, even though it's an uncommon. For my second egg, I got a black tiger, as you can see here. Now, onto the third egg. All of us hatched them at the same time as we were standing in the party circle, and I got another black tiger. So now we did a little chase around the map, and around the campsite is where I got enough experience from the XP stars to hatch a black rhino for egg number 4. After the black rhino, in egg number 5, I hatched a California condor. On to egg number 6. This was still during the admin abuse, and I did get quite a lot of hatching done, and so I got another black tiger. Now the admin abuse is finished, I'm on to egg number 7, and you wouldn't believe it, but I got another black tiger. Now, if any of you have watched my previous video, you will see that I became the parakeet queen, and now that may be changing to me being the black tiger queen instead. I'm now on to hatching my 8th egg, and I got another California condor, which is quite cute. In egg number 9, I hatched another Kakapo. So now I'm going to be hatching the eggs that I put inside of the pet pen to help speed this process up. So for egg number 10, 11, 12 and 13, I got a pangolin, 2 California condors and a Galapagos sea lion. Now for egg number 14, I hatched this in the shower inside of my home, and I got another Galapagos sea lion. In egg number 15, I hatched another California condor. So after that, I decided to do some trading, and I offered a unicorn and a mega cherub chipmunk for a sea turtle. I was really excited about this trade as it's the new legendary and a lot of people want it, and thankfully they did end up accepting my offer. So this is how I got the sea turtle, which I am very grateful for. I then looked at some offers for the sea turtle, and this time, a person ended up putting in a strawberry penguin, a ride potion, and a fleur de ice. Now, they did make some changes. Initially, they put in an Angus calf and a flamingo, but I did ask them to swap them out. And so I ended up on this offer, which I am really happy with. The strawberry penguin is worth quite a lot, and the fleur de ice is out of game. Now I'm back to hatching some more of the endangered eggs. I'm on egg number 16, and this is where I hatched another Kakapo, so I will be able to make a mega or just a neon pretty soon. For the 17th egg, I hatched another black tiger. I do like them, so I'm okay with hatching a lot of them. And then for the 18th egg, I got a black rhino. So for eggs number 19, 20, 21 and 22 inside of my pet pen, I hatched a California condor, a Galapagos sea lion and 2 Kakapos. In egg number 23, I got a Mexican wolf, which you can see here. In egg number 24, I got a pangolin. Then I traded the pangolin for a very surprising offer. So you can see here, I was offered a blue whale. I was shocked by this, as the blue whale is the legendary and the endangered egg, and I got the pangolin from the same egg. So what I'm guessing is that this person either really likes the look of the pangolin, or they're just trying to make a neon or a mega, and so they just did this for a quick trade. So now I've got the legendary blue whale, I'm going to start looking at offers for it. The first offer that I got was a ride potion. I did end up declining this as I felt I could get a little bit better for a new legendary pet. I then got offered a mega magpie. Now, the mega magpie is a really nice pet, however it is quite hard to trade and doesn't have too much value despite it being out of game. It may rise one day. So they then switched out their offer for a mega fly ride frankenfeline, but I did end up declining as I'm looking for something slightly different. I then went on to trade the Mexican wolf. At first this trader put in a Persian cat and a neon direwolf. I really like the neon version of the direwolf, so I was going to accept this. However, they then changed out their offer to a Persian cat, 2 starfish, an onza, as well as a kakapo 3 basic eggs, a water opossum, Chanake, and an Aztec egg. Now this is a really good offer and we both ended up accepting. A few of these items are out of game now that the Aztec egg has gone, and I love hatching eggs, so I'm happy with this trade, and I've got some basic eggs to hatch as well. So now I went on to look at some more offers for the blue whale. I got offered a fire mare, a crystal egg, and a cherub chipmunk. I then got another offer of a ride king bee, but I did decline as I felt that this new pet could get something slightly better. Now I went back to the pet pen and I hatched 4 more of the endangered eggs. And so in eggs number 25, 26, 27 and 28, I got a kakapo, a black tiger, a California condor and another Galapagos sea lion. So now I attempted to trade my blue whale again, and this trader offered me a frost fury that was ride. This is an out-of-game legendary. It cost 800 Robux at the time during the Adopt Me winter event in 2020. So this item is very old and I thought it was a really amazing offer, so I accepted, and thankfully they were happy to accept as well. So I've now got a ride Frost Fury. I then went on to hatch 4 more eggs from the pet pen, and I got a California condor, 2 Galapagos sea lions and a black rhino. And these are in eggs number 29, 30, 31 and 32. I then traded the Galapagos sea lion for an ant as well as a sea angel. Now I think the sea angel is really pretty. I've never actually owned one before, but it's not too old of a pet. It's from the ocean event in 2024, so I gladly accepted this as it's a pretty pet that I can add to my collection. Then I was offered a ride alicorn for my pangolin. And if any of you have watched my previous video where I hatched 50 crystal eggs, you will know that I mentioned that I do really like the alicorn and I use a full-grown one to gain some age potions. And so this is a nice offer for me. It's an ultra rare pet for a ride legendary. So I ended up accepting, and so did they. Soon after that I put up a black rhino for trade and I was offered another pangolin. So I got my pangolin back, an ultra rare for my rare pet. These are both from the same egg, so it's a win for me. Now I went back to the pet pen to hatch the last 4 eggs, so in eggs number 33, 34, 35 and 36, I got 2 black tigers, a California condor and another Galapagos sea lion. So although I only bought 35 eggs for this hatching video, I have hatched 36 because Adopt Me gave everyone a free endangered egg during the admin abuse event. So those are the results of my endangered egg hatching. I did end up getting 2 great trades for the 2 new legendaries, which are the sea turtle and the blue whale. So although I didn't end up hatching these legendaries myself, I was fortunate enough to be able to trade for them. Let me know what you think about the new egg down in the comments. What's your favourite pet from this egg? Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe so that you never miss a video. I'm CayZura and I will see you again soon.